To be honest, I don't really have any quips this week for this dude. I just think he's legitimately a sick figure. So let's talk about it. Welcome to Nick's Toy Box, your place for everything Marvel Legends, Hot Toys, and other collectibles. Continuing on with our Spider-Man 2 Marvel Legends Gamerverse wave, we have Miles Morales in his presumably the Brooklyn 2099 suit. Just a fair warning, in game, I love this suit. I think it's one of my favorite suits for Miles in Spider-Man 2. I don't think a lot of people share that sentiment, so maybe I'm the odd one out. So when this figure got announced a part of the wave, legitimately blown away, legitimately excited. With that, super stoked to get into this dude, because so far this wave has been pretty stellar. We've had some kind of weak stuff with some accessories and lack of joints that should be on figures, but overall this has been a pretty consistent wave. So I'm excited to see if they're able to keep the momentum going with this figure. So without further ado, let's dig into it. Now, this is the same package that we've come to expect from Marvel Legends lately. Once again, if you're new, I love this packaging, especially for the Spider-Man 2. I love these bright reds and the whites and the kind of transitionals to black. Everything about this is so clean. It really is. I love the artworks on the side, so if you're an inbox collector and you want to have them posed that way, you get those full concept arts or in-game arts or what have you. It really levels up for inbox collectors. I love the character selection in the bag, reminiscent to that of the video game. A lot of cool attention to detail for this wave, which I can appreciate. But if you're like me, and you want to take it out of the box too, it's perfectly fine. This is one of those packaging where you can open it up without damaging it. And straight away, love the amount of accessories. You get two web splats, and we get 3 different sets of hands, which is awesome for a Marvel Legends figure. I could go on about wanting a head sculpt, but I don't think Miles or Spider-Man from this game has seen head sculpts. I don't know if that's licensing issues, or maybe they think people don't care about it. I don't know. You let me know in the comments below your thoughts about getting a head sculpt. But that aside, I'm fairly happy. We get 2 play accessories and some hands to swap out with. And all of these hands are textured and detailed, sculpted, all of those things extremely well. And you can see the web shooters on the palms, that actual engraved, textured, raised details on the hands. Everything is dope. I like the kind of translucent on the webs. I don't like how it's just the wall white. So I can really appreciate this figure's accessories overall. Of course, in the beggar in me could always want something a little bit more. I think really in this head, in this would just be a head sculpt. Like I said, we don't really see that, so I can't really be mad about it. Continuing on, throwing this guy on my turntable, just a quick look at him. I think he looks really freaking cool. All the different patterns and textures and the look of the bagginess of the pants, and I think everything about this, even the choice of having kind of a mocha color, it's awesome. It's so different from what we're used to from a Spider-Man suit, and I think those are some of the suits that really stick out longevity, and this one is no exception to me personally. I think it is awesome. We're going to go into the details closer up on it, and we can talk about maybe a little bit more good and bad. But overall, I really like when we see these more crazier variants of these beloved figures. You let me know in the comments below how you feel about this suit overall, or if you feel like it was wasted potential and that somebody else could have taken this spot in the wave. You let me know. But with that, me, so happy. Never thought I'd see it in figure form, so I was super glad that we did. So let's dig into it even deeper. Believe it or not, posing this guy is loads of fun. Man, look at that head sculpt up close. I think this dude is freaking stellar. I love these reds, and I like the textures on it. I love the utility belt, all those cartridges around his wrists, the lines on the tracksuit pants. Everything about this figure is so unique and dynamic. I think it's really sweet. You get the textures on the pants. You get kind of that leather-esque look on some of the pieces on the arms. I love the glossiness on the browns, that contrast against the matte black. I think as far as designs and actually making this costume feel alive on a Marvel Legends is done beautifully. And like I was saying, we get really good articulation. Head down, pretty okay. Head back, phenomenal. You get the full twist there for your exorcism lovers. You don't really get the side to side on the head, but we do get the butterfly joints, which is freaking awesome. Really helps your dynamic on the arm posing here, which is already super awesome with all your normal bends that we're used to seeing, like the double jointed elbows and everything like that. So this dude is stellar. You know what I'm going to say? I think the only thing that would make this a better figure would be toe bends. But I think otherwise, he meets all my marks and expectations. Would I've liked the torso a little bit more? Of course. But he gets the Gwen Stacy back fairly well. So, like, I can't be too mad at this dude. I would have liked more side to side in that area on the torso. But with the figure kind of like this, I expect to have to be some stiffness in some areas. But it's really no sweat here when you get like those double jointed knees and the elbows. Mine was a little stiff first time really getting into the posing of it, but once you get it moving around, it's awesome. So this dude wins for me as far as articulation goes. Like I said, I would have just liked some toe bends. I think that's the only thing that I would have liked way more, minus the small gripes of like some of the head movement and torso movement. But overall, dude is absolutely stellar. You let me know how you feel about that. With great articulation comes great posability, or whatever Uncle Ben said. But seriously, he has loads of fun. This is one of those things where, like, I felt like a kid playing with a toy because I was a grown man playing with a toy. But he has loads of fun to pose and play with. So I think he's a really stellar figure. A stellar figure that really doesn't need much more to say with that. I think he's a dope figure. I think overall the amount of accessories and what we get for this figure is pretty deserving. The suit may not be for everybody, and so I think that's going to be the biggest divide for people here. But I think he's a sleeper. I think people are going to see it and realize, man, he's actually loads of fun to play with, and he's so unique looking that he really stands out when you're posing and doing stuff with him. That's just my honest opinion. As always, you let me know what you think about him. And with that, if you could subscribe and ring the notification bell, like and share, or leave a comment, all those things really help me and this channel progress. I really appreciate you taking the time with me and Miles Morales Brooklyn 2099 version. And if you like what you see and you want to see more of it, you can click any of these videos here. See more of me and my collection. As always, this is Nick's Toy Box. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.